mm, mm, mm. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ages, snow angels, and just believe atheaters on this fine, wintry, rainy, sleety, and snowy Friday, after Friday, high noon madness, on top of the morning, top of the morning. Yes,
We're not doing that.
yes, 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 yes,
I'm
we
like a
are.
TV show host.
Uh-huh. We are in the Falcon Friday Hot New Magic season finale in this fine wintry morning. We're gonna get into some things and some aspirations, some delusionalism. We're gonna talk a little bit about Terry Fontenote, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about Homer Simpson, aka Raheem Morris. We're gonna talk a little bit about the incoming free agents on the Dirty Birds. Um, you know, but right off the top, before we really get off into everything, I want to speak to uh, the mayor of Lilliputian, of the Little People, aka Three Diddy. Uh, you know, sir, just say no, sir. Just don't hit sin, sir. Get out your damn feelings. All right. You know, you might be able to get on a podcast or a telecast or a segment if you had something actually intelligent to say. You might would be heard. Your feelings would probably be understood if you had remotely relevant, intelligent, insightful, uh, sense making to say. When we're taking into account our audiences and whatnot and how they may think and coincide with the conversation that we may have when we're doing these telecast podcast shows segments, what I'm saying, vids, you know and you want to be heard, it would be insightful to say something relevant and intelligent. Now, I do my best to try not to be, as Polish, but every time I try to step out, you got the little people community just pull me back in. Now, Three Diddy, you made reference to me not letting you on my show. Well, I as an executive of Mr. White Network found that it made more sense not to let you come on and take time out of people's lives with your nothingness.
I ain't
Right?
hijacking nothing over here.
You know, it is just plain and simple. That's just it in a nutshell. Now you're concerned about wanting to let people know how you feel. Well, this ain't got nothing to do with your feelings. That's first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with a lot of you all because you think with your feelings. You talk about what you feel instead of using your brain. You know what I'm saying? And speaking with common sense. You know, you tend to worry and put yourself in situations. Let me address a certain particular situation, sir. It was a business move and aspect at the one red and black event where we chose to be um, cordial, polite, and deal in a party atmosphere. All right. So that whole tone of, what I'm saying, you talking about who ain't like that or who don't get down like that, bro, you need to check the rap sheet and resume
All right.
because you don't know who's like that.
Nope. I don't.
Now, the best thing you could do is take your little sawed off ass somewhere and sit down and have several seats in a nursing home somewhere before you find out when you what you really don't want to find out. You see, you step outside of your bounds when you mention I had nothing to do with your conversation or whatever it was you wanted to, get out of on your feelings. But seeing as how you is in need of some attention, just let me put that out there. You need to find something safe to do, homie. Find something safe to do. Which entails you just shutting the entire fuck up. Because when you speak on hood niggas, when you speak on niggas that have done that, have been that, you know what I'm saying? You don't know who's like that. You don't know. You have no idea, my guy. None whatsoever. But when you speak to someone's, you know what I'm saying, possibility or none thereof, my name is not the one you want to mention. Plain and
Yeah,
simple.
I don't think you know about Sam.
You you you
No,
you
he
you
don't
you, you
know.
missing the wrong one when you're
He
talking about
definitely
who's
don't
not
know.
like that, dude. You missing the wrong one. Now I'm man enough to speak and shake your hand, you know what I'm saying, look your eye to eye and say what's happening and keep it moving in my Ice Cube voice. But when you run around here and make statements like they ain't like that or he ain't like that or they don't move, bro, you have no idea, nigga. You have none. You have not a clue. Do your research, homie. My rap sheet is taller than you. Find something safe to do. Right? Get in your high chair, sit down, and pay attention. You might learn a little something. Now, that is out of the way. Good afternoon.
Mhm.
We like I said, we're gonna talk a little bit about Terry Fontenote and his cool seat, not hot seat. We're gonna talk about the upcoming free agents on this team and how what may be going on going forward. Um, with these here Atlanta Falcons on this Falcon Friday High Noon Madness season finale. Um, to my to my immediate left, uh, the resident old lineman, Big Hat, say what's happening to the people.
What's happening, y'all? I hope y'all enjoying this winter wonderland today.
hmm And down below is the man that
The
put
love below.
and is opening the doors for a lot of people. The mad one, the great one, the senator. Say what's happening to the people.
The troublemaker.
What's going on? And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna indulge in your foolishness. Uh, I heard the little slick comment talking about the love below. I don't quite like what you just said, so I'm just pretending like you just didn't say it.
And to his immediate left below as well that just coming in the door. Uh, 6-man K style. Say what's happening to the people.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
And there goes speaker box right there.
You ain't shit, Adam.
I
Fuck you,
I
man.
I I ain't
The
CeeLo.
love
Calm
below
your
is
head
speaker
down.
bar, goddamn. Are you fucking serious?
We got Gnarls Barkley over here talking shit already. Man, don't do
Hey, it's been a long time since I was talking shit to y'all. All fucking
that.
time.
I know. I
Y'all
know.
know it was coming.
Exactly. With your ass.
this week and coming into the ending of the season, there was a lot made of Terry Fontenot's job being in question, or maybe he was on a hot seat. But in my observation, people forget Terry Fontenot is not the coach.
Really?
He's not the coach. So why would he have to answer questions pertaining to the coach and his decisions or lack thereof, doing his best Homer Simpson impression? I mean, it was, marks made of Kirk Cousins' historically bad contract, which was a lie in itself. A lot being said of, he had pitiful draft classes and whatnot. But if his draft classes were so pitiful, why a lot of times when people are describing their irritation with a team and the sentence always end with it's too much talent on the team if his draft class was so bad? Now, Kev, could you shed some insight, if you will? Why would people make those kind of statements if his draft class is so bad?
Because, and this is my opinion, there are certain picks that weren't exactly popular.
Mm-hmm.
And for the simple fact that he came from an organization which a lot of Falcon fans despise, and by so it is warranted. Terry Fontenote is pretty much the red-headed stepchild.
Pretty much.
That's all it is. But like you said, that is a very interesting point for somebody that doesn't know how to do his job. The comment of there's too much talent on this team is an oxymoron.
Yeah.
But you said something there, and I'm gonna end it with this. You said something here. It's kind of weird that the GM gets the coaches' questions while the coaches get the homeboy questions. I just leave it at that.
How about that?
Well, Senator, I can hear the wheels turning over there. It's now shed some light. I mean, we are talking about the man that got us out of $80+ million worth of cap hell, but yet he's getting asked Homer Simpson decision questions. I'm just trying to, can you make it make sense, Senator? Can you make it make sense?
Oh, absolutely.
Help us.
I can make it make sense. They like to say that everybody in Atlanta is sweet. That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for the most part, that's a bunch of bullshit. But in this instance, we got the Atlanta media and a lot of these fans acting like people in Buckhead.
Well, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all acting like the people in Buckhead that y'all claiming that we be. Y'all look at this man like he cute. Y'all looking at this man like he cute that y'all want to do some things to him. Can you be quiet? I'm on live and people don't want to hear you yell and scream. Look, this is the Mad Mike show right now. Okay, I'm talking right now. Okay, look, man, go sit down somewhere. It's his fault. I told him, Brady. He made you mad. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like this what I got to deal with. And everybody think I run shit. You see this? You see this? I get cussed out. Like I'm the firstborn, and he treat me like I'm a redheaded stepchild.
So you the Terry Fontenot of the house?
You are the third
Yeah,
part.
yeah. You see this? Y'all see how I get done? Look, And y'all wonder why I'm mad, Mike. Like ain't that some stuff. But man, y'all treat this man like y'all want to do some strange things to him. That's how y'all treat him. That's how y'all treat Raheem. Like y'all want to do some strange thing to him. Like he get all the excuses. You know how you trying to you know how you got that boyfriend and that girlfriend, and you trying to do whatever it takes to get on their good side. That's how y'all doing Raheem. Y'all don't want to ask him the tough questions. Just like, look, y'all have what? Y'all had a last. You got two hamburgers. You don't went to the store. You want the McDonald's. You done got two chicken sandwiches, and you know you damn well don't want to share that chicken sandwich.
Right.
And then that girl say, "Can I have a piece of your sandwich?" And you looking at her like, your inside just churning. Yeah, baby, you can have it. Knowing damn well you don't want to share.
What we just
That's
got
how y'all
ready
treating
to do?
Raheem.
What
Y'all know
what
damn
we
well
just
this man ain't look. That man don't deserve that chicken sandwich. Well, you
mm-mm.
gonna give it to him anyway. And then Raheem go. Well, Raheem, when you got Terry Fontenote come in here and he asked for the same thing, it was like, hell no, get your ass out of my damn face. That's how y'all treating him.
Oh, I get what you saying.
Mm-hmm.
You said
Yeah, y'all treat him.
Raheem's the badass cousin that can slap your
Mm-hmm.
mama and blame you for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yep. That's all. That's how y'all treating it. That's how y'all treating this man. But it's all good. Y'all gonna get exactly what y'all deserve. You gonna get
Oh,
exactly what y'all deserve in this situation. So
I
for
got
me,
one for you.
I'm
go
I'm
go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna set it up for the franchise like this. Um, we've heard this fan base, this quote unquote black cultural community demand that they want the black head coach, with the black quarterback, everything black. Well, and what did they get when they got this, black walk on water Jesus, Homer Simpson type dude in here, the head coach?
He fell flat on his face. He lied to everybody. I'm telling you who they treat Raheem like he's one of them house niggas. That can get away with everything.
Mm-hmm.
But then they treat Terry, who, like you said, like you alluded to earlier, he brought us out of cap hell within 2 seasons.
Right.
And they treat him like a field nigga. He can't do anything right. Even though he done brought in all this fucking talent for your dumb ass, he's made, lemonade out of, straight from the lemon tree. And they still treat this nigga like he ain't shit.
Right.
Which is it's hilarious. Y'all were asking for all this, everything, and he done gave you everything. Now it's not his fault that this talent has not produced on the fucking field. Last time I checked, that's on the fucking coaching and the players. They ain't got shit to do with the GM.
Right. Right.
Y'all holding the wrong person's feet to the fire. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, you know, in his season ending press conference, you had, some or one or two reporters trying to, needle nose him, with the ignorant coaching question. As y'all see, LT is in the building as well. What's happening, LT?
What's that? What's that?
Um, we're discussing the ramifications of how backward this fan base is on trying to give a seat that's not even remotely hot on a guy that the one person in this franchise that has done his job. We're talking about Terry Fontenot and
Mm-hmm.
his the criticism that he is, the false criticism that has received with, his draft classes being called pitiful, for one, but yet when you hear people talking about this team and the sentences always end with there's too much talent on this team. Well, if it's too much talent, how is the draft class spent?
I was just about to say that's kind of redundant. You can't say that, you know, his draft class has been pitiful, but then you turn around and say it's too much talent. That what I've been saying for years, you're making your argument and killing your argument in the same statement.
That part.
Because that makes entirely no sense to say that, oh, well, his drafting ability ain't good. But then you turn around and say, well, we got too much talent for us not to make the playoffs. Now, obviously, his drafting talents is pretty good. I mean, and for what we've seen on the field, we've got guys that could produce. The problem is they're not put in a position to produce. You can't have a prime example. You can't have a secondary, especially cornerbacks. Your cornerbacks are known for being man cover corners, but you got them playing zone. That literally goes against their strength. That makes no sense at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't have a guy that's known for pass rush, but you got him covering a running back 20 yards downfield. That don't make no sense.
Home run.
Like, you can't have a guy that was brought in from New Orleans and Caden Ellis, who was known for being a pass rusher more than anything. Like, he left New Orleans with 7 sacks, which led to us signing him. But you got this man in coverage majority of the time. But then you see when the latter part of the season, when you put him in pass rush situations, oh my God, Caden Ellis looked like a quality player. Well, no shit. You got him playing the position the way he's supposed to be playing it. You're playing to his strength. Of course he looks better when you're playing to his strengths. That makes more sense. But we're blaming the GM for bringing these guys in that y'all are fans of. You're blaming the same GM that got you this. Go ahead.
Let me say something. Look, George Texas boy, you know I love you, but goddamn, shut the fuck up. Like, that's not what the fuck be said. Okay? How many times are we gonna say this? You watch our show all the time. I love you, brother, but please shut that stupid shit up. All right? We did not say so. Basically, y'all saying we should fire Morris just like Lovie Smith, Mayo, and Pierce. We didn't say that.
No, we're not
And
saying.
literally stated in this comment, say we need to hold these guys accountable for their actions. These are fireable offenses. Fireable offenses doesn't mean that we should fire them. That means there are fireable offenses. That means these are check marks. You got 5. Let's just say we got 5 categories, 5 strikes. You get 5 strikes. This is strike number 3. Okay, this is what we mean when we say hold Terry and hold these guys accountable for their actions. You got 5 reasons to be fired, and if you only got 2, you got right now. He got 2 of them. For me, not being accountable, and what LT was saying about not putting these players in position to succeed. So 3 more. He got 3 more chances.
I mean,
And
I don't know.
he fill out all those. This is how you got it. So no, bro. Like, we're not saying that, but these are fireable offenses that we're talking about.
You saying 2, and I'm looking at what you just said, not putting guys in position to be successful, not being accountable. The third for me is literally throwing your people under the bus. Don't do that.
I don't care. Look, we don't care. I don't give a damn about it being what the fuck. I care about 1 year. Look, I can burn the house down in 10 seconds. I can literally blow up a house in 10. What the hell does it matter? It's 1 year.
Bro, come on. Hold on.
Let me speak to him real quick.
Go ahead.
You bring it up 1 year, but this is the problem with Falcon fans. Y'all love to say, especially y'all done say to us for the last 4 or 5 years now, that we accept mediocrity. But have you looked at Raheem Morris's career? What is that? What is that? Can y'all tell me anything about Raheem Morris besides him being black? Because if you know anything about Raheem Morris' career, he was a head coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Do you know his record against the Falcons as a head coach in Tampa? 5-1. And the one loss we took, literally, we played in a horrific game in horrific way. I think a hurricane had just came through Tampa. The field was bad, and we lost. But do you remember the last game of the season? We scored 42 points against his defense in one half. This the guy you want? That's the guy you want to root for? This the guy you think that you believe gonna take us to the promised land? He did get an interim head coaching job with us after we fired Dan Quinn and went 4-7. What are we talking about?
See, the problem with running that it's just his first year. Well, he has a year and a half, maybe a little bit more of a season and a half of head coaching experience. And then on top of that, you add in his coordinated experience, as well. That's too much time up under your belt to be walking around here on the sideline looking like Homer Simpson.
Let me say it like this. When they're talking about accountability, if it's okay, so the conversation that he trying to have is the thing with Kirk Cousins. If Kirk Cousins struggled in 5 weeks, you have to hold the coach accountable as into what the hell is going on in preparation to get him out that slump. If we can, but the thing about it is, if we can hold Terry Fontenote accountable for certain picks that most people didn't like, you have to hold. At the end of the day, rather y'all talk about Jimmy Lake and all this stuff, the head coach is the overseer of everything. That's the lieutenant. That's the sergeant.
Yeah, I just want to say this. People are the same. These are the same fans that blame Dan Quinn for 28-3, but didn't say nothing about Shanahan not running the ball in the second half at all.
That part.
But now you putting all the blame on the coordinators, but not the head coach. See how you see how that don't go together? You see how that don't work? Because why? Could you like this guy? Hey, he had a smile on his face. He gonna swag surf with the fans. That's what y'all want.
Yep,
I'm tired of dancing.
Pop.
I'm tired of watching. I ain't been dancing for years. I'm tired of watching them dance. Win some damn football games.
Right.
We ain't got no business into the house right now. None. If you look at our roster top to bottom, we was the best team in our division, and yet we in Cancun somewhere fishing for fucking what? Mind for now.
We gave up 40 fucking points to Denver and fucking Carolina, and you up here talking about we lost because of the quarterback started going down mentally.
That's a damn lie.
We lost 8 games after we was 6-3. Let me say it again. We lost 8 games, 6 to 8 games after we was 6-3.
6. Cause we finished the season 8-9. That's crazy. We won 2 games after that. After being 6-3,
and we're talking about you. See, this is where the dishonesty comes in. You're being dishonest. You're being dishonest. We didn't lose because it's solely because of the quarterback. That's not truthful. We all saw those games. We lost because of kickers. We lost because of penalties. We lost because of the quarterback. We lost because of that stupid ass head coach that sat there and looked at and chewed gum on the sideline.
Then what game that was? We had 12 penalties. Was that the Chargers game?
Yeah.
The 12 penalties.
I think so.
The thing was the Chargers game. The Chargers game, we had like 12 penalties. Like, it was ridiculous.
And LT, we still could have won that game. We was
We
right
still could
there.
have won the game. That's how you been you're been dishonest because you said your statement was. Can you put his statement up? You said we lost because the quarterback. These are your statements. Your statement is we lost because the starting quarterback started going down mentally. These are what this is what that's not truthful. That's not a truthful statement.
That's a lie, and I'm gonna tell you why it's a lie. Because a lot of stuff that was happening with the Falcons, I was actually seeing at the beginning of the season, but it got swept under the rug because we were winning. We start off the season 6-3, and literally as time went on, the same issues that I saw with the Falcons while we was winning was the same issues that was turning around and turning up, making us lose.
Now,
This is why I know you're a lie.
right here, this season, Raheem Morris is responsible for 5 losses. Right. Starting with the fact after that the second loss of that 4-game losing streak, he should have pulled the trigger on Kirk Cousins then.
Sam, you would use that to say because what I was gonna say before is let's say Kirk is the reason. Let's say he is the reason. Common sense with a quarterback that's struggling from a head coach. If he's struggling like that, common sense, what did to do? If he can't throw the ball, what do you do in that situation?
You had to pull the trigger.
You stop letting them throw the ball. Pull the trigger, right? You start running the ball. So let's just say that is true what you're saying, that the quarterback was the problem. Why is the quarterback and the offensive coordinator continuously allowing him to throw it?
Right. Now, then also with Raheem Morris, you're touted as a defensive head coach, but we're out here, man. We gave up 44 points to Bryce Young. I'm just okay. When you're going into games and you have extremely skilled going against extremely skilled players on the outside on the opposing team, why are you playing 20 yards off the line of scrimmage?
I want to tell you something because folks, he said, trying to put words in our mouth about firing him, but I will go on the record and say what could have led to his firing is what you just said, that he's touted as a defensive coach.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your last game of the season literally has playoff implications on the line. Playoff implications. If you win and got some help, you're in. But the side of the ball that you're known for did not show up at all. They did not show up at all. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If you really want to think back, because this literally was a 10-year anniversary for us. Because 10 years ago, in the playoff implicated game, all we had to do was beat the Carolina Panthers to go into the playoffs. We got our ass handed to us at home by that same Panthers team. And they went on and took our spot in the playoffs. That one of the reasons, if not one of the main reasons, why it led to Mike Smith's termination. Because your team did not show up to play in a game with high-end stakes to it. Fast forward, Raheem Moore's team did not show up to play in a game with high-end stakes to it. So even if somehow New Orleans did beat Tampa, we still missed the playoffs because we lost the game. That's coaching.
I think that mark was set on the Washington game when you give up 20 or 23 to 7-1, you know what I'm saying, to lose in overtime.
Not only that, you killed legit 6 timeouts in your pocket. 3 in the first half, 2 in the second half, and 1 in overtime because you see your defense is faltering. Instead of you calling a timeout to give them a breather and rally your troops, you just let it happen.
See,
Sat on the
Those are
sideline and
cardboard
started
pieces.
chewing gum. Like he was waiting on a prostitute to finish her
But
job
that's
in
Terry's
the
fault.
motel.
Remember, that's Terry's fault.
But like I said, it goes back to what y'all were just saying. If we're having all these struggles, you as the head coach should know the wherewithal. Okay, it ain't working. I need to pull the trigger. Damn how much it costs. Damn how much Kirk Cousins costs. If Stevie Wonder could see that he was mentally broken after that Seattle Seahawks game,
yeah,
you know what? I ain't even gonna say the Seahawks game. After the Saints game,
Right.
then you're supposed to be as a coach. Okay, let's find this reason why such and such and such. This is why they're going to be looking at you like that because it's like during that 4 or 5 game slide, all we heard in the press conferences was Kurt's fine. I believe in them. Boom, 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 boom. But
Now,
once you no,
go ahead.
but once you finally won the game, now Kirk Cousins is playing bad. He has to play better. And then you made the switch right after a win.
Hey, you want to know the irony in that though? The ironic part about that whole ordeal that took place. You did it to take the heat off yourself because the whole world was watching the Falcons and Raiders on Monday Night Football. And
mm-hmm.
the world watched how piss poorly coached this team was. We looked awful that game in totality.
Horrible.
We looked horrible. That's a reflection of your head coach. And so instead of him taking accountability, Kirk playing bad. We got to bench him now.
There's another instance where he made a move only because the fans and the media complained about it. Y'all remember what happens when we weren't getting pressure from our edge guys. The
Mm-hmm.
fans were calling for a certain guy to come in. And why isn't he getting playing time? Y'all know who that guy is?
Is it a
Who?
Rojo?
D'Angelo Malone.
D'Angelo Malone.
Yeah, right.
The fans and the media was asking why he wasn't getting. They asked Jimmy Lake, and they only put D'Angelo Malone in the game because the fans and the media was asking. So these are the things that we talking about. Like, why aren't you making these decisions? Why aren't you making these moves? Why do fans and the media have to call you out for not putting these guys in position and say, look, just put them in there. We never know what's gonna happen. And D'Angelo Malone, when you put him in there, he immediately started getting pressure. I think he got like 2 sacks when you put him in there.
First game he got in, he got 2 sacks.
Yep.
So these are the moves. While I'm looking at him, like these are things that you should just do. We're not asking for D'Angelo Malone to be getting 30, 40 snaps, but when you're struggling, you're
You got
not
to
making the necessary moves. That's the problem. You're not making the necessary move to try to change things. You just keep staying in that damn cover 9. That's why I call it cover 9, because everybody 10 yards fucking off. 10 yards off. Like, what are we doing?
So basically what you're saying is why are we making these adjustments when the shit about to hit the fan instead of taking the initiative?
Exactly.
And if you're listening to fans and media, then they could pay my fat ass $90,000 a year to dog and coach the team. You ain't got to touch me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No, for real though.
If you only making moves due to fans and media, but pay me $90,000, I coach the team. You ain't got to spend $1 million. You ain't had to spend
And
six
the
figures.
and the problem with that is it makes it looks like the coach is weak.
Mm.
I mean, he been
It,
weak.
Uh,
he's
You
been
saw
weak, but like
you saw that years ago. He
yeah,
been weak.
right. But the thing about it is you have to remember Raheem Morris. He got the leverage on the coaching based on ESPN and Disney. Because like I said, remember before he got hired, I think he did about 4 interviews on ESPN. He was on the Pat McAfee
Mm-hmm.
show. He had the
Mm-hmm.
pivot. You had Mike Tomlin give the endorsement. This was all within the week
Yep.
before he got hired. So what it
Can I
ended up happening is because since he has been labeled like the good guy or the one that's destined to get his second chance, that was a public relations plus right there. And
can
especially
I
with it being in Atlanta.
can I be honest with the fans? I
What's
want
up?
for every Falcon fan that's watching right now and who will watch later on. I wanna be honest with y'all when it comes to this situation in the media. The media is playing you, been playing you for the last few years. They take what y'all say on social media, especially Twitter, and they do articles, presses, segments, all of that. When y'all was clamoring for Justin Fields out of college, they went on the smear campaign for Fields to be in Atlanta. We didn't draft him. Y'all were clamoring for Lamar Jackson. They went on a smear campaign to get Lamar to try to get Lamar Jackson in Atlanta. That didn't happen. Like they're taking what you're saying and they're playing you. This is why we're in the position we're in. Do you think that we would have got? You think they want to see a quality head coach in Atlanta? No, they make money off your emotions.
let, let me get at
Especially
it from this particular angle. You know, we're known as Black Nana, um, and a lot of you all wished for it. Your wish was granted. Live with the results. Live with the results. Having black everything is not gonna get you a Lombardi. The media played with y'all mindset of wanting to be entertained, to have something to cheer for. Let that sink in, because that has been the motto and the mantra of this culture in the city of Atlanta for decades.
Remember when Joy Taylor came out and said that if the Falcons not serious about football, if they didn't try to do everything in their power to get Lamar Jackson. She said that.
Mm, yeah,
she
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 said
said
she said
she
that
she
literally.
she she said that and y'all ran with that motherfucker like it was damn Jesus.
mm,
Jesus feeding y'all with some
They
fish and a
ran the
loaf of
marathon
bread.
with that shit.
They ran a marathon with that.
yeah,
She literally said you can't you're not what she say you can't be playing in my face. You can't say you're trying to win and you're not trying to get Lamar Jackson. These were her words,
yeah,
and
And
y'all fed into that.
yeah.
y'all ran y'all.
They ran that little particular reel 3 times a day, every day for a solid week.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The
Exactly.
media is playing you. They're taking what you're saying on social media and they're
mhm,
using it. They're using your tears to get a buck. Ain't that a bitch?
yeah,
Especially Mark Zeno ass and in that press conference, Lord have mercy, it showed big time.
yeah.
Oh
It
yeah.
showed big. Cause
I mean,
he sat there and tried to G check the fuck out of Terry. I like how you gonna ask a GM why a certain player is not playing enough snaps on the field? Ain't that who you supposed to be asking the coach?
You why you ain't the dude that you should have been asking? You talked to him just 2 days ago, prior to yesterday. So why you ain't asking?
Mm-hmm.
because people forget Terry Fontenot ain't the coach.
It's media driven. Whatever narrative that start getting pushed, they fit the roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
After that press
So
conference yesterday, Terry went to trending for no reason.
because
so
on X Twitter, the trending thing was he has questions that need to be answered. How is that? And he's the only one that has actually done his damn job in his organization.
Literally.
How is that?
because Raheem is the feel good story. He's the good guy, and unfortunately, everybody else has to pay
The
because
worst
they
part
can't.
about it, go ahead. I'm
Go ahead.
sorry.
Good. I about to
I,
say that they not going to hold Raheem accountable for the Falcons could have went 3-14 this year. It
And
would
it
have
would
been
be
Terry Fontenot's
okay.
fault.
It still would have been Terry's fault.
Hell, I'll be honest with you. They would have went 3-14. They would have blamed us for them losing before they put any accountability on
Mhm.
Raheem Morris. And
I've seen people blame
tell me if I'm lying.
No, you're
I've
not
seen
because it's blasphemous the way they shirk, you know what I'm saying, responsibility and accountability. And you know the common denominator in all this, if you notice with this fan base, with the culture in here, you know, if you're a certain texture, which meaning dark, like shoe leather dark, oh, they gonna rub you, they gonna hug you, they gonna treat you nice, and they gonna shit on everybody else. And these are the facts. This video document evidence.
here's the problem about I've seen folks they say, well, Terry signed Kirk Cousins. But I want y'all to truly understand when I tell you this. That wasn't a Terry Fontenot move. Who knows who been knowing Kirk all these years? Your head coach.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they brought um
Zach
Zampese.
Robinson, Jeremy Knight.
Zampezi. That's why they brought Zampezi. Zampezi was the connector to Kirk Cousins, Raheem, to come in and have him learn the offense that Zach Robinson wants to employ. So that's why they brought Zampezi in. That's why they brought Kirk Cousins in. This was a
Because
Raheem
y'all
thing.
forgot. Y'all forgot that he was a coach in Washington when Kirk was drafted and was playing up there.
Yes,
Raheem
sir.
was a coach on that staff. So you cannot so you're blaming Terry for the signing, but not realizing that it's the guy that y'all beloving right now. That's his guy. That's why he didn't want to bench him for so long. So again, there are more signs than what you want to lead on to why we say it's a fireable offense for him. But
Well,
like Kev just said, like K-Style said, he's the token black guy. He's loved. He's smiling in your face. I don't know. He pissing me off. He looked like Squidward's house.
Smile in your face. All right, is gonna break your face. The backstabbers.
I'm talking about
Backstabbers.
I'm talking about he poking the hell out y'all right now.
I
Um,
mean, well,
Worse than they
when
did
you tap,
Rose.
when you
Worse than they
tap
did Bruce. Worse than they
when
did Bruiser Brothers down there in Puerto Rico.
when
I'm
when
sorry.
when you tap dance
we're not
and
doing that.
smile like Sammy Davis Jr. um and you know and you're just that shoe leather dark. um that's what they love, that's what they appreciate, that's what they defend,
Ooh, highlight
that's what they excuse.
Christie's comment. That right there.
The one
That last one. That right there.
right, Morris did a press conference on February
Yep.
24 about what type of quarterback they were looking for, and Kirk was signed March 6, 24. Yeah, on my birthday, matter of fact. Yep.
Bingo. Bingo.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
But it's their fault though. Oh, okay.
It's Terry's
Oh,
fault
okay.
though.
yeah.
Okay.
It's Terry's fault. You know, why we, you know, since everything's Terry's fault, you know, can we take a look at, saying the free agents that should and could, saying be back with the team, and who won't be back with the team. And I think Mike, I think you and K Sal were having that conversation. Um, you start on that?
Hmm. As far as free agents, it's gonna be a tough one. Just for the simple fact that I think we're supposed to be having at least 20. I think it's like 26, 27 free agents coming into this off season.
Yeah,
But I think like six. I think it's like 7 or 8 of them are about 7 of them restricted. Um, it's gonna be tough because that's a lot of spots that you have to fill,
with new
and you
face.
going, yeah, and you're going to have to figure out certain contracts that you, like you said, let's just be honest. Somebody popular about may get cut or traded this offseason. Because the thing about it is with 20 to 27 free agents, that's a lot of money to work with when you gotta fill that roster like that. And guess what? You only have 4 draft picks to go with that.
And then you got to
So
understand continuity plays a part. So if you getting new faces in the mix and these boys don't get familiar with the stuff, with the playbooks and stuff like that, then what?
hmm so one of the main ones that I could see them kind of that the two main ones I see them bringing back is Cordero Hodge and Drew Dalman. I I say those two are most likely to come back. Cordero Hodge, he's too much of a leader in his locker room.
Too
Eh,
valuable.
his value is making plays when they need to the most, whether it be special teams or a key catch. So I could see them definitely signing him. Drew Dalman fits better with what they want to do than Ryan Newsel. Be honest with you. So those two are the guarantees that I would say they have.
The Falcons are cool when it come down to the cap space. Y'all need to stop listening to the nincompoops, okay? Stop listening to the nincompoops. The Falcons are fine with the cap. They just got to be smart with it. You can't go out. The Falcons don't have the room to go out here and spend $80 million on a Max Crosby and just be at his spending money all willy nilly. But they're fine as far as cap space is concerned.
All
Just
I'm
got to
saying
be a little
is,
bit more strict.
some of you Kyle Pitt lovers might be disappointed this offseason.
now you were leading into the question I was just about to ask or state. With Pitts and Algier going to be traded for picks?
I mean, it just depends on it. It really just depends on Mike Penix because we're not taking into account that he may want to pay for. He may want Pitts to be his receiver.
Mm,
True.
The quarterback has a lot of say so in the types of players that he wants to throw to.
He
So
does.
I don't know what it is. I'm not going to say Pitts is safe because that's not true. I'm not gonna say that Tyler Algier is safe because that's not true. He's a backup. All backups are, like depending on what the market is around the league for them, they could be traded for higher picks and they could be more valuable, for somebody else, on somebody else's team. And the Falcons might pick up a second. Hell, somebody might be dumb enough to give him a first. So, like, we just don't know. We don't know. So it really just depends on right now what Michael Penix wants as a receiver because we don't know if he like smaller, shiftier wide receivers that he prefers that or big targets. If he likes a big target, him and Drake, they about to eat
yeah,
if that's what he likes. But we got to figure out what Michael Penix, and that's why it's like the more that he talks and the more that the Falcons talk at the end, you start seeing a lot of these coaching moves that's going to come in the next month or so. Like, got to pay close attention to that because it's going to be a huge tale about who's going to be here and who's not, and the direction they're going. So we don't know, man.
But and here's where trying not to understand stupid comes into play. What in the entire hells does that have to do with the Atlanta Falcons, bro? What? What? What does them having more cap space? What does that have to do with us? Where does that factor in? How relevant is that with what we got going on over here?
I'm assuming that he's saying that they're going to got like go out and spend money on superstars. Like, but like I said, that don't
Okay,
mean
so
they'll actually go there. Right? That's why, like players have the right to play for teams that they want to play for. So just because a team got cap space or he doesn't have space doesn't mean that they're going to get players. We've seen in the draft where, like, just because a guy drafted you, don't mean he has to play there. He can say, "Look, I'm not stepping foot on that team. I will not. I don't care if you draft me. Players have rights. Okay, they have rights. They don't
Brian,
have to play for anybody."
Brian
But
Burns
that,
had the right to go to Vegas, and how many times this year did you hear that man name called?
now,
not now.
See,
And you better ask Eli Manning because the dog gonna charge him for to take him in the draft, and he told him straight up no.
fucking knew. I fucking knew. Hey, look, Carson Beck is going to Miami.
yep, yeah,
I
he
fucking
jumped he
we
jumped on the
already
train.
knew this.
Yeah,
You knew this.
That's good for him, bro. Like his once you got that elbow surgery, that was the best thing. He was gonna lose a lot of draft talk, so that's not really a surprise.
That's not surprising. No,
no,
but
I mean he must know that Kirby homeboy gonna be back next season. I'm just putting that out there.
Don't depress me. I'm already sad enough. Okay, I'm
Right.
all.
I'm just
but I got a free agent for us to bring back.
yeah,
Mike Hughes. I think he played a
most
vital
definitely,
role in
most definitely.
that number 2 spot. And then I would. This is what I would do. As much as I love D. Alford, he let us down this year. And the year that he's supposed to get paid,
Yeah,
I will move Clark Phillips third to that, and then Mike Hughes in that second spot.
yeah. Mike earned that. He earned that. He did. I sincerely believe he earned that. You know what I'm saying? To be on that on the other side of the thing.
But y'all, hold on now. How y'all going? He black and he from Griffin, Georgia. Like y'all ain't gonna keep the boy on the hometown kid.
Who?
The offer.
He had them. You know
I'm
what?
being,
We're not doing
I'm
that.
being petty.
He
I'm
being
being
sarcastic. He being sarcastic.
Don't do that. I see
He
you
being
trying to start some
sarcastic.
fires. Don't do that.
petty.
Doing it, boy.
The champ is here.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? With that, I mean, we did a lot of that. We last 2 seasons we put a lot of guys from the state of Georgia on this team. You know, and, I mean, I'm just saying. Sometimes you just got to work outside the box, man. Sometimes picking everything from the hometown just ain't gonna be the remnants. Gonna be the solution. Gonna be the antidote for success.
Yep.
It's just not. We got to get out of that mindset of that, or we got to get out of the mindset of worrying about what other teams do over there or what other players elsewhere do, as opposed to what's going on. We got to get out of that mindset. You actually
I
may
don't know
have
what
been
you talking about because we still got to drive Georgia players.
what you
We
say,
got to
LT?
drive. I said I don't know what you talking about. We still got to drive Georgia players.
Man,
Shut up, Trav.
man,
Shut up, Trav.
uh,
You so
Shut
much.
up, Trav.
I hate you so much.
You know,
That man ain't worth a damn.
at
Man,
all.
he ain't shit.
Oh my god. But I do have a question though. I do have a question. I got a question for the panel. And this one hurt. This one hurts me a lot, but I gotta ask it.
Uh-oh.
Is Troy Anderson worth bringing back next year?
Can you stay
I
healthy?
believe, I believe he is. I think Troy is a valuable piece if he can stay healthy. But I also
That
don't think that they haven't helped him in his development as well, especially this year. Last year he showed a lot of promise. Just he
mhm.
got in. This year I think when we clearly seen when he was on the field, like the man was like definitely one of them ones. Like you even Brian Baldinger did a breakdown on him one game that showed like the highlight, like how good and how good his potential is. So it's there. He just the only problem is he just got to stay on the field. That's really it. I wouldn't give up on him just yet because this is just his what that was what his third season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Let's see other free agents. Um,
Mm-mm.
Riley Patterson, you can go to hell. Uh,
who hold on? Who you talking? Who can go
He
to
talking to
hell?
you.
I
What
said,
I do?
I said Riley Patterson, you can go to hell.
Oh,
Oh, hell no. No, no, nope.
I can't even call him Doink the Clown. I just call him come up and that's come up short, man, right there. Um, who who's
somebody
another
that named
free agent?
Patterson. Oh, you talking? Oh, the kicker. Oh, the kicker.
Yeah, they kick.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nope.
now he wasn't doing the clown, and that's a good thing. That's positive. He definitely wasn't doing
he
the
was,
clown.
but he was wide right and way short.
Like, yeah, he was more so like he was participating in the Frank Costanza challenge because I stopped short.
Let me see who else. Uh,
Right, Michael. We're gonna fight the kicker.
exactly. I gotta look at the whole list, so I just know those couple ones right then and there. I gotta see what the list. I gotta see the full list, but I know it's about 20 something damn free
Yeah,
agents.
it was pretty long. It was pretty long. I was trying to touch. I made a mistake and not and didn't get the didn't screenshot it. Um,
It's all good. 'Cause I think Catavia Street's free agent. Like you said, Nate Landman free agent. Um, Richie Grant, Kevin King, the Natron Brooks. Um, they Ross Dwelly. It's pretty much a kind of like some secondary. It's like some
now now
second team
Nathan
players.
Brooks and Hitman Helms are gonna probably be the reasons why Justin Simmons won't be back with the team next year.
Mm,
That's my that's my biggest take right there. Looking at those two, because I think if Nathan Brooks can have another camp like he had, and you're looking at it from a financial perspective, it makes more sense.
He's not gonna cost that much.
nah,
It makes
I
it
wouldn't
makes
I wouldn't think Justin will cost that much either due to his age, but like you said, you never know when it comes to players.
Nah, he won't cost much.
he ain't gonna cost much. He really didn't even do too much this year to really even cost much anyway. So
He did.
Right.
if you're looking at stats wise and stuff, like you
yeah.
said, you're gonna be looking like he didn't really do too much, so he won't cost that much. But my thing is linebacker this offseason is going to be linebacker and defensive tackle. Well, The thing about it is you just drafted two of them, and we only seen one.
Hmm. Yeah, we still got one that was hurt all season. But
But linebacker is going to be an important position of need for this team this offseason. And I'm kind of like with Sam on this one. Like they're going to have to hit on that linebacker this year, whether it be in free agency or the draft.
Yep.
Fact.
got to.
Yeah.
Because the simple fact that you got your edge rushers, your Damon Harris's and your Judons and your Caden
Carter.
Ellis's, Carter dropping back in coverage, and they got about as much cover skills as your middle linebacker. There's a problem there.
That was a huge
Yeah.
weakness.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hit on the linebacker, and we're gonna have to hit on the space eater up front.
Definitely space eater up front.
We need
Yeah.
some cutback up front.
What'd you say, Gray? What say Grady Jackson need to make a comeback?
Yeah, yeah. Real bad. Real bad. Real
Oh,
bad.
real bad. We need
Real bad.
Yeah,
we
Grady.
need that.
Terry Poe may need to come out of retirement.
Nah, damn that big Ted Washington.
Right.
Might bring Ed, like Ellis Johnson and Ed Jasper back. I don't know. Do something.
I mean, for that matter, what his name that went to Miami? Oh my God, it's running.
Vince Wilfork. Vince
Um,
Wilfork.
now,
Calais. You talking
play
about
with
Calais Campbell?
yeah, Calais.
Kool-Aid Calais.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know that what's crazy is our defense really did play better under them with Calais on the last year. You could
yeah,
clearly see his presence was missed.
yeah.
Because that motherfucker was 6'9" and you couldn't overthrow over him like that.
Right.
Christie said there are 30 free agents on the Falcons list. Some of them I've never heard of. Were they on the practice squad?
No, some of them probably was. But
Then
as far as
did we sign Rashawn Evans early in the year?
Mm-hmm.
man, we done resigned him and cut him like 3 times, and don't forget, what was the wide receiver?
Yeah,
Jakeem Grant. We did that shit about 6 times this year.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Now,
yeah, our linebacker core covering is non-existent.
yes, that is a problem. That has to change. That has to be addressed in either fashion, draft or free agency. Um, you're gonna have to you're you're gonna have to change your philosophy and get. I mean, for what we were not able to do this year, which was cover underneath.
Mm.
You're going to have to get cover backers in here, and you're going to have to get that space eater. You know what I'm saying, up front that can free up a lot of things. For us to be able to blitz better and disguise our coverages better. I mean, you can't be in here as a defensive head coach and you can't defend. That's just unacceptable.
I I agree with you on that one. I
And
definitely agree.
now, offensively, you know what I'm saying. I think was it you, Kev, that said it last night on with our first pick may very well be an offensive lineman.
Nah, that was truth that actually said that.
Yeah, but that may be a reality. That just may. Um, because I saw somewhere where somebody said something about the possibility of Jake retiring.
It could be a possibility. Like I said, we don't know yet. But the thing about it is, these last 3 games, it seems like that left side has been struggling. Jake has, as crazy as it sounds, Drake has. I mean, not Drake. Jake has actually struggled a little bit more being the front side protector than
Yeah,
Caleb McGarry being the blind side protector.
he's long in the tooth. Yeah, we got to remember it's
Hmm
16 years with Jake.
hmm
I mean, Bo been playing with right-handed quarterbacks his whole life. It's a little different being with a left-handed one.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
Totally different.
yeah, yeah. I think I think more offensively for the most part, our main concern is generally going to be up front, the O line. You know what I'm saying? Keeping that because you have to understand. Nothing works without without a intact. You know what I'm saying? Offensive line as far as that goes. But on the other side of the ball, it's gonna have to be a lot of work. It's gonna be it's gonna need to be a lot of work, and for whatever the case may be, you got a defensive coordinator in here that has a certain particular mindset and scheme that works. He needs to be let to do his job. Um, just putting that out there. You brought this man here, you know what I'm saying, to coach and organize and coordinate this defense. He need to be. You need to let him do his job and get the
Please.
fuck out of the way. Go sit your ass down with Marge Simpson and shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Talking to you, Raheem. Go sit your ass down somewhere.
Not him. Not him looking for the forbidden donut.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
Now
yeah,
you
that's
got a whole point there, Corey. The defense in a lot of cases, which was seen, on several occasions, it lacked on-field communication, and that leadership, leadership, veteran leadership, and it's strange when you got guys on that side of the locker room like a Grady Jarrett, you know what I'm saying, and a Jesse Bates, you know, uh, uh, uh,
It happen when you playing too much zone.
yeah.
When you passing guys off, guys supposed to be in the area and they're not in the area.
hmm We saw that a lot from the back end.
gonna, gonna give up a first and 25 on
Excuse
one
me.
fucking throw.
I
We
mean,
we gave we
what's
gave
the difference? What's the difference
we
between
gave up
first and
21 points.
25 and third and 25? I
We
mean, we were known for doing that too.
we gave up 21 points where the receiver was one standing in the back of the end zone by itself, not within nobody within 10 yards of him. And then to the other two where the receiver just got a free release off the line. I'm just and you're inside the 10. Help me understand why the fuck that was.
I was more. I was mad as hell about that. I like, nigga, why are you in the end zone? They are 10 yards out.
Man,
Why is the defender in the fucking end zone?
you got Bryce Young out here looking like Joe Montana, smiling at our ass. Just
He's
okay.
10 yards in the back of the end zone. Oh, absolutely untouched.
Yes.
Untouched. And all them Negroes are standing in the back of the end zone like they gonna teleport to the damn front of it.
Well, what you saying, Mike? They was waiting on the Madden glitch to get the ball.
They don't know what they had to be. 'Cause everybody
not the bad glitch. It is. If anybody played those late 2010s, do you know exactly what that mean? You be thinking you threw a dime and a linebacker done picked you off. You be like, ain't no way.
Right. Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
started looking at him. I was like, bro, what like y'all just gonna look at him? Everybody in the back of the end zone. I'm like, oh my god, bro, what are we doing?
I've
Everybody.
never,
I guess that was the GM thought too.
I've never seen a defense play prevent 10 yards
in the
away,
red
10 yards
zone.
in
In
the
the
red
red
zone.
zone.
I never seen a defense play prevent in the red zone.
Doing that since week one. We've been doing that week one. That's what happened on that touchdown pass to Skip to Malou, whatever that wide receiver name for Pittsburgh. I don't know his fucking name.
Skoronic.
No, whatever the black Negro.
Or Pickens.
Huh?
Pickens.
Or
No,
Pickens.
play. It was another wide receiver. Skeesa Skaska, whatever. He used to play for the Chiefs.
Schizophrenic.
I'm still stuck at Skip to my loop. Now he brought on Ray for Austin.
whatever the hell his name was, they gave it up to him. I think you talking about.
Saskatchewan, that's his
Your
name.
name is boy.
Saskatchewan, that's his name.
What is the hell his name, man? I can't pronounce that shit.
I think you talking about Skoronic. He used to play for the
Yeah.
Rams, I think.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, yeah, that's him. Yeah,
He,
he's supposed to around.
they were like 10 yards in the back of the end zone and he walked in. It was like third and 10, 15, 12, something like that. And everybody in the back of the end zone and they threw a crossing route and he just walked into the end zone.
Didn't that same type of play happen when we played against the Denver Broncos?
We
Yeah.
played the Broncos and the Chiefs.
Yep.
It
No,
happened.
the Broncos.
I'm talking about
Broncos.
it was like he was just inside the 20 and they dunked the ball off to like on a crosser. I'm talking about like it wasn't a soul near that man. He could have literally moonwalked in the end zone. I'm just looking at it. But what are we doing?
No. That Broncos game gave me PTSD defensively.
I'm
How
a-
the hell you give up 2 touchdowns on the very same screen setup on the very same side at the very same distance, untouched?
On a fucking screen pass.
Because Raheem Moore's your head coach. That's why.
That's the same. Same stuff.
Say he's a Dan Quinn. Ain't nothing changed.
But that's Terry Fontenote's fault though.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's all Terry's fault.
Yeah. I want to give a little few flowers and the very few flowers that we can give out for this season. Bijan broke William Andrews' record for most yards from scrimmage.
Oh,
And let me see, it wasn't a record, but Drake got his 1,000 yards.
bruh, did you hear the statistic that they got for Drake?
With
Which is
what was it? Hello.
I don't know what happened.
Uh-oh.
Did he go dead? I know he
My bad. My
There you go.
damn headset started messing up. They said Drake London needs 1,400 yards to go from 17th to 6th all time in Falcons history in yards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He could do that next year.
Uh-huh.
I was just waiting. Look, I was saying what LT was gonna say about that. You know, your ass had a smart ass remark.
I mean, listen, I ain't got nothing to say about that. That's at the end of the day, that's just utterly bullshit. That just goes to show you like how we ain't been a franchise that has been blessed with a lot of all time greats like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then all as well as we are being a franchise that have great players that been overlooked all these years. You know, I mean, I don't care what nobody say. It's a criminal for Jesse Tuggle to not be in the Hall of Fame. It's criminal for people like even Falcon fans don't even talk about Terrence Mathis like they should. I mean, in so many terms, Unless you really a core fan, people don't even talk about Ryder White. They think wide receiver is immediate Julio, and for me, it's not always Julio. It's literally like Terrence Matthews or Ryder White. Those guys were one of the ones for us. You know what I'm saying? So we don't. They
Yeah,
don't. Our fan base don't. Our own fan base don't give some of our great players like the recognition they deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
I'm
like,
not even surprised.
yeah, that's
but like Sam said, the flowers to Bijan because Bijan took a whole nother leap this year.
yes, he
Sure
did.
did. He sure
His
did.
blitz pickup was
I would
another
definitely
level.
say. I would definitely say I noticed around week 5, week 6, like because a lot of times a running back usually just be running, and they like he was like one of the ones that was just putting his head down, just trying to go. But then as the season progressed, I started noticing that he was using his vision and he was setting up his runs more so him just they got a hole open to me. Let me blast through it. He was literally setting them up where he'll go to a certain spot, he'll hesitate for a couple seconds, and then he'll burst through the hole, basically letting like okay, I'm setting this block up for me to go the way I want to go. Seeing
Mm,
that from him, yeah, it put him on a whole different level.
yeah,
He was
and,
looking
and
like he was looking like Ward Dunn out there. He
Right.
was looking like Ward,
I I had a
but he
debate.
a way bigger version. What's up?
I had a debate. Well, a guy tried to tell. They had asked the question, who was the better running back currently, which it was between Jameer Gibbs and Bijan. And I said Bijan mainly because he's taking the bulk of the snaps as well as him being a damn good pass rusher. And of course, somebody said it was Gibbs because of stats. And I'm looking like, bro, you saying his stats, but I'm like, but he's literally not even start on his team. David Montgomery is. And if it weren't for Montgomery missing the last 3-4 weeks of the season, both would have
mhm,
possibly rushed for over 1,000 yards apiece. That
yeah,
don't like, but you're not. He's not the lead back. He's not the lead guy. Show me when he's the lead guy, then we can talk about it. Until then, like it's definitely Bijan. Because even though as much I might not like the way they did it, he didn't share snaps with Algier like that. So it gave him an opportunity to showcase his abilities and whatnot, and him being a 3 down back. See, yeah, Jameer Gibbs had a good season, but you're sharing the load with another back as well as you're having by you sharing that load, you have fresher legs. Bijan having fresh legs with the carries that with the touches that he was getting is astounding. I don't care what nobody say.
right.
Like
It's it's
that's
it's that, but it's not even that at the same time. Bijan lead the league in yards after contact. This dude, I think it's just really just him and Saquon Barkley in the league when you talk about
Yeah,
not getting touched and not getting tackled. That's the thing about Bijan Robinson. Not only is he using his ability to make guys miss, that has greatly decreased as far as him looking
Bijan.
to make guys miss. Uh,
B.
using his,
Mm-hmm.
he's running through contact. The thing that I like about Bijan that really impresses me more so than anything is that he's not just running blindly into a spot. He's using his peripheral vision as a runner. When you start seeing your running backs using their peripheral vision, and this is how you can tell they're using their peripheral vision. If a play is designed to go one way, for example, a stretch play to the right side, and you see all of a sudden, dude, you saying to yourself, like, how the hell did he see that backside cut when his body, his entire body is
Oh,
this man, he'll end up on the other side of the offense. He uses his peripheral vision. That's when you know Bijan. That's when I knew Bijan Robinson was
mhm,
coming into his own because he was using his peripheral vision to see those backside, and that right there is what separates him from Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier is a great back, but Bijan is a superstar because he can see those backside cuts and those backside holes that Tyler can't see.
Now, speaking of the right side of the line, shout out to the best right guard in the NFL and Chris Lindstrom. on his Pro Bowl, All Pro
All pro,
receivers.
baby. All pro.
Hmm.
And
First team.
I want to
Money,
give
money, money, money.
a honorable mention to Caleb McGarry. On that side, they were just flat out they criminal on that side of the line in the run game. Okay, when you're in the run game and you're repeatedly seeing defensive players on their backs, butts, and faces, uh, yeah, yeah,
We got a better term for that. Chris Lindstrom and Caleb McGarry was throwing niggas out the club all year.
right, yeah,
All year.
Uncle Phil style.
Listen, I've been started calling them the Bash Brothers, like off of the Mighty Ducks, the Bash
Mhm.
Brothers.
Yep. That's Bash brother. Yep. Stuff them
yeah.
niggas out the club.
That's why people don't understand when people talk all that trash about Caleb still being here, but now realizing that he's here because like his bro is Chris. Like, and I'm pretty sure Chris wanted him back. Like, yo, y'all need to do what y'all need to do to get this man back here. I need my brother by my side.
And
Chris,
he took less money to stay here too.
Yeah. Cause I
Chris,
think what Denver will offer him like 18 a year.
Yep,
The contract was a 5 year, $87 million contract for Caleb McGarry.
Caleb McGarry, Chris Lindstrom is the offensive line captain, so everything goes through him. You got like when they draft a guy or they sign a free agent, you got to go through Chris Lindstrom. So he's the leader. It's not Jake. Jake is the vet, but Chris Lindstrom is he's the leader of that offensive line, bro.
he's that dude. He
Mm-hmm.
he's
Yep.
that dude.
He is the general of that
Yes,
offensive line.
he's the chief thug on the offensive line.
Yep.
He
Yes, sir.
is.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. Um, in our mind's eye, the coach and the quarterback, and then when I speak of the coach, I mean Zach Robinson. Um, and I want you to kind of take the corners on this, Mike. Going forward, and then that's with the evolution of how this how this offense is going to turn. What 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 do you see as the next evolution or maturation is a better term I want to use right here for Zach Robinson in Phoenix?
Well, I think for the most part, um, what I'm saying with a quarterback. See, the thing with a quarterback that forces the offensive coordinator to kind of uh take their play calling to a whole other level is this that he pushes the receivers, whether it's a running back, tight end, wide receiver. Like these guys got to stay on their P's. If you ain't staying on your P's and Q's with Michael Penix, that dude probably gonna hit you in the nuts with the football. Like he blazes them motherfuckers out. Like you got to be paying attention. He will break your finger if you're not paying attention to him. So you, as a receiver, as a tight end, as a pass catcher, you have to pay attention. It's been plenty of times where I heard stories of wide receivers playing with John Elway, Jim Kelly, the Dan Marino, where it's like they didn't get their head around fast enough, and they like and Dan Marino and John Elway them broke guys' fingers. It's because they throw the ball with a certain velocity, and with an offensive coordinator, you got to take that into consideration to kind of shorten a lot of routes, throw a lot of deep passes. You got to kind of throw a little bit more deep passes, but it's almost like rhythm passes with them. So you got to get that ball out of the hands. You got to shorten up your routes and call a lot of pick plays. So it's like he's going to force having a quarterback like Michael Penix. He's going to force wide receivers stay on that shit, and it's going to be a process of elimination. if you're not ready, oh, you gonna see it. If you're not ready to play with a guy like Michael Penix, you gonna see it. You cannot hide with that type of arm strength. Like we seen with Michael Penix with certain guys Price that just could not play with Vic because he threw the ball with a touch of velocity, and guys like Brian Finneran under any other quarterback was complete ass, but for whatever reason, he could just catch everything,
Yep.
everything that
Yeah,
Michael. So
everything.
those are the things with a quarterback like Michael Penix when he throws the ball with such velocity. He's gonna wide receivers, tight ends, running backs. They're gonna get exposed in this offense. So it's actually a good thing for Zach Robinson. It's going to be a process of elimination because if you don't get your head around and you ain't paying attention, and if you ain't getting to your spot, Michael Penix been on knock you in the head with the football. And you know how embarrassing that is for a wide receiver to get hit in the head with the ball, and he get his head quick, brown quick enough. Wide receivers gonna get exposed in there. So we ain't worried about Kyle Pitts, quote unquote, being lazy or whoever being lazy. He's going to get exposed with Michael Penix.
Yep. Franchise.
Uh, yeah, my Penix, he going he is the truth. Me and Coach, we've been talking about this shit since he was in college. I've been keeping an eye on him ever since he was in Indiana, and he battled through all them injuries and stuff. When he got to Washington, he elevated that team to new heights, and he's going to do the same thing here. 'Cause we got Drake coming back, Darnell Mooney is coming back. We the our sergeants of one, maybe Chris Blair may come up, um, amongst other free agents that we might you know might want to bring back as well. I think this offense is going to be something serious. We, we defensive coordinators are going to be having a lot of sleepless nights trying to stop this offense for years to come.
Yeah, we saw it once he got the starting nod. Saying this offense got better and better and more dangerous and more efficient. Saying as the weeks went on. Uh, Kev,
Well, based on Michael Penix right now, man, I mean, we got something special right here. I'm just, and like you said, I know everybody talks about the arm talent and stuff like that, bruh. The confidence, the sheer mitigated arrogance
Yes.
to throw some of the passes he's been throwing
yep.
after just playing 3 games. Like you said, right now, this is on some, like I said, he's on some Elway shit right now.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh. We going down that road. Ooh.
I'm
Mm.
not saying that he's John Elway, but it's Elway-esque. And Sam, you could attest to it. You and Mike can attest to this about how arrogantly confident John Elway was as a passer.
Uh-huh.
That's why I said he's going to force these receivers to get their shit together. We don't
Yep.
have to worry about Kyle Pitts.
Hmm.
This dude, if you saw him on the sideline after he threw them pick, he was cussing out coaches, wide receivers. He was pointing at Chris. They was like, "You did this wrong. This ain't my fault. I know this ain't my fault." He's a rookie doing
Right. So
it.
what the coach, so like you said, with the coaches, like and Zach Robinson. like you said, the once they finally get a full off season of him being the starter and kind of getting more of the nuances within the offense, like you said, what we've seen right now is a sample size of something good.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You're gonna open the playbook almost completely up, and you see, look, as a young guy, at this stage, and he's looking safety off and throwing in a 10 size window, you know, or Mike, like what we talked about, his confidence of making a throw. When that touchdown that was called back, and he turned around and went right back with the same play, same throw, same size, same spot. You know, that was the thing that you see veterans do.
Mm,
You know,
mm, mm.
Now that deep post route he hit Ray McLeod on this last game,
Bro,
that said a lot right there.
yeah.
that was
And I
dangerous.
think that was before Ray turned into Ray McDoofy.
Oh,
But
That
you
that 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 one that he hit on the sideline. I
the
forget who
Drake,
caught. I think it was Drake.
no, you talking about the first throw, or you talking about if it was the first throw, that was Hodge. That was the first throw.
No,
The
it was
one,
Drake. I think it was Drake.
okay,
Was it
yeah,
Drake or Hodge?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
nah.
The touchdown that was called back, and then he went right back with it to Drake.
No, not that one. No, I think it was
No,
Hodge.
no. I think he talking about that one where the one where they ran the floods to the outside. You had Kyle Pitts kind of running a quick out, and then you had Drake running the deep out behind him. And Penix looked at Kyle Pitts for a split second and threw that bitch to Drake.
Mhm.
It
I
was
think that's the
nothing
one.
open. It was nothing over there. Nothing. Like you had this much room from where Drake was in the sideline, and he just fit it right like pinpoint. I was like, man, that was beautiful.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, he said that Ray INT was in the third quarter. Yeah, that goofy shit right there. Ugh, that that goofy shit right there.
All hail King Penix.
Nah,
Right.
we ain't
Our
going that.
Falcons boy.
We ain't doing that. You know damn well we ain't doing that.
Oh hell
Uh,
no!
no, nope. We not doing that. They, we already got motherfuckers talking about resurrecting, building statues for this dude already. I'm like, nigga,
No,
no.
I
no,
mean,
no.
oh man. Yeah, no, no, no.
Gonna be sounding like damn Rob shot on grown ups. Oh,
That's
Oh
some
man,
bullshit.
right.
That's some bull right now. That is some bull.
I'm just saying, man, we got our Lord and Savior. All hail King Penix.
No, we're not gonna open up that.
We
No, no.
see, we not doing that. Nope. LT, nope.
Mm-mm,
You get
mm-mm,
put the time out on that. We not doing that.
What?
no, no, no,
See,
no, no.
look. He has to earn that. We not finna crown him that.
Yes.
We
Look
don't
what he
do
did.
that.
Look what he did in 3 games. He done earned it already.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No, 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 no,
No.
no.
No. No.
Look. We're gonna leave MC Do Rag, aka Do Rag Shouty. Okay, in that particular in that lane, he is not fully on the runway just yet.
Man, what is you talking about, bro? They done took the do rag off and put the crown on him already, man.
Nope, we're not doing that. Nope.
Yeah, no,
they
we're
gonna have
not
a
letting him
they
in the
gonna have
club
a
free.
they gonna have a
We are
big
not
old
letting him in
billboard
the
on.
club free.
They gonna have people. They gonna have a big old billboard on 25 saying "King of Atlanta."
No, we are
Well,
not letting him in the club free. No, he still
no,
got to pay to get in.
yeah.
Sponsored,
Well,
sponsored by
well,
Magic City.
He still
well,
got to
well,
pay
I
to get
will,
in.
well,
He still
well,
got to pay
well.
for his lemon pepper wings. He still got to goddamn pay for a wardrobe. No, we not doing it.
Well, I will say one thing. I think if y'all want some investment opportunities, I suggest y'all find some do rag companies and start looking in and investing in those.
Right, right.
Yeah, that motherfucker got
You know
named the
what,
starter.
Southside? You know what, Southside? We ain't doing that. We no, we not.
Not
We
the
not.
greatest hit of three.
We not.
No, no,
Mm-mm.
no, no, no,
See,
no, no,
that's what we talking about.
You
That
know
what we
what?
talking.
We
no,
not
for,
no, no, no,
not
no.
doing that.
for every touchdown he throw that nigga shit, he gonna be like, "Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?"
I mean, he already do the bow. He already do the bow and arrow celebration shit. Might as well.
Right. I'm just saying, man. You just hey,
Auntie.
Hey,
auntie,
I see.
you just not going on your line break.
Oh god, oh god.
I will say,
Yeah,
but I will say this, and I'm gonna say this again. Fuck Riley Patterson.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What he do to you?
Fuck Riley
Look,
Patterson.
he tried to kick a field goal, and flip like Charlie Brown did.
Well,
Mhm.
not him being Doug Funny. Not him being Doug Funny on the field.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah,
I
you
ain't
know what?
got.
And then OT, we talking about the kicker. You know, in hindsight, see, this is another one of these Homer Simpson moments. You know what I'm saying? You knew, and I'm quite sure you knew that Cool was working with an injury. We should have did something about it early in the year. That decision should have been made early in the year instead of him out there twerking something, twisting something, and missing field goals. Y'all knew this
Hey,
man was hurt early in the season. You know, and then we end up out here with Peppermint Patty kicking field goals.
that's so
That be
wrong.
that bullshit. That
No,
bullshit.
That is so wrong.
no.
That
We is
is
not
so wrong.
gonna. No, we is not gonna gloss over
So
that,
wrong.
sir.
hey,
No.
LT, I got a question for you. Riley Patterson or Cody Parkey?
Oh my God.
Mm,
Talking about
no,
two,
no
two
comment.
people.
No comment.
God damn.
That's the first
you,
time I heard him be
listen,
silent on that.
listen. You don't know how hard I gripped this damn controller in my head when you said Cody Park.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, I got nothing else, man.
Look, man, with this being the season finale, you know, and it closing out because High Noon Madness will be on the shelf till the draft. Um, we're gonna go around and everybody give their closing thoughts and whatever you know. What I'm saying you all might want to promote or give info on. Um, starting with 6 man.
Hey, man, shoot. Everybody already know, man. The unholy alliance never dies. We everywhere. We every day. Like you said, man. Make sure y'all show support to the family, AFN family, Holy Alliance. Hey, just because it's the off season for the Atlanta Falcons doesn't mean this shit stops.
Oh no.
You already know it. But appreciate you, OG, letting me come on with you.
No problem. LT.
Well, I mean, another rough season for us, but hopefully next year we could do better than what we did this year. I mean, we did improve last year from 7 wins to 8 wins, so that's a plus. But yeah. But no, why you laugh, bro? I was being very serious when I was saying
Sure,
that.
sure, sure.
but no, man. I mean, but like they said, just because it's the all season, it never stops. Even though this is usually when I take my downtime to do other stuff that I be doing. Like I said, good baby, good with my bros, and we just see what we can do for free agency in the draft in the next couple months. I will be tuned in for the postseason like always because of my love for the game. But y'all Lord and Savior better win Saturday. I know that. Or the guy that's hosting the show is gonna be y'all worst nightmare.
Senator.
Kiss my ass, suck my dick, lick my ass.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Bound chicken bound.
Wow.
Check a
Wow.
wow wow.
That was very nefarious, sir.
You
That
dirty
was very
cat.
nefarious.
Anybody, anybody that think that I'm supposed to give a fuck, that's what you can do 3 times.
3 times.
I'm not here to carry grown ass man's feelings. All right, and apologize and shit. If you want me to sit here and care about your fucking feelings, you can hit that super chat for $9.99 a month. I'll hear you cry for 30 minutes. Okay, you can come on the show for 30 minutes, but make sure you give me my $9.99 first.
Price check on Maxi Pad, super duper with the flaps.
Look, you can come on live show and cry for 30 minutes straight. If you give me my $9.99, if you can't do that, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Franchise.
Hey, just like Six Man said, just because the season is over does not mean that we stop working. We always uh, analyzing. We always looking at talent for the draft, free agents, all that. The work never stops. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all um, show my brother some love. Everybody. Um, hey, we're gonna be bringing it out.
Yeah. Yeah. The show must go on. Mad Monday with the OG gonna still be going through, because we're taking out and giving you the business and the info in other sports. Wicked Win Sports T will be the same thing with Hawks, Braves, wrestling, MMA, boxing. We're going to be it's going to be plenty to talk about outside of what I'm saying, the
Yeah, on
Atlanta
this.
Falcons. Unfortunately, for those who retired themselves, um, you know, thanks for the lack of work. But we're different over here.
That's very petty of you, sir.
Damn!
We're different over here.
Shut up.
Bang! Bang! Bang!
We're different over here.
Bang,
You know what I'm
bang.
saying? We multitask over here. You know, we cover multiple subjects over here. You know what I'm saying? And we do it unapologetically. Sorry, not sorry. You know what I mean? And I want, with all the unpleasantries out of the way, I want to give a shout out to our fan base of the Unholy Alliance. Um, and I will say again, like I've said before, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Bucks, Falcons, Boats, I appreciate you for subscribing, my guy. Thank you very much.
Buck
Thank you
then
very much.
Bucks, that's a good dude, man. He been supporting us for a good
Yeah.
while. I truly appreciate him.
Yeah. And you're right, Chris. Yeah, we year round with this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Tune in on Monday, like LT said. Well, y'all better hope y'all walk on water. Herschel Walker talking ass, what I'm saying, save you. Get out of the wild card, because if not, okay. Yeah, all I'm gonna say is tune in. Tune in. Okay.
And please check us out on Tuesdays. Me, the OG Truth. I got Mooch. We be doing and I got I forgot his name, Jerome. We be doing
Main
exclusive
event.
World of Wrestling. Yeah, main event. Yeah, we be doing the exclusive World of Wrestling. Hey man, we picking up. This that hot time of the year. We got the Royal Rumble coming up and the road to WrestleMania. Listen, it's gonna get real hot down in this wrestling business.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, again, I appreciate all of you guys. You know what I mean? Everybody that tunes in and comes back and and be involved. You know what I'm saying, with these topics, with these. You know what I'm saying, and giving back and forth dialogue and debates and everything. I love you all. I appreciate you all. You know what I'm saying, and continue to tune in. My next goal is 300. I'm at 213 at the particular moment, and climbing. I'm trying to, do big things, what I'm saying, get out here and make some noise in this podcast community.
Ain't no
And
trying. You gonna do big things. Ain't no trying. You gonna do big things.
yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right with that. You're right with that. And I appreciate everybody for, everybody that came on for the season finale, what I'm saying, High New Madness. Um, as far as myself, y'all can catch me Monday morning, me and Mucho Grande, Mad Monday with the OG, recapping the weekend in sports from NCAA to the playoffs, what I'm saying, to the Hawks, um, and jumping the week off. And with all of that being said, we're gonna take this thing on out, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep it gotta keep it dirty. Most notably, you gotta keep it real with yourself. Let your next choice be your best choice. Let your next choice be your best choice. Can't say that more harder than that. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got to be out there in it, don't be in it, man. Be safe out there, y'all. For the Unholy Alliance,
Please.
we out. Peace.